The most famous sporting event in the world is undoubtedly the FIFA World Cup, where 32 of the best footballing nations unite and battle it out for the ultimate prize. In November of this year, the tournament returns. So it would be a good time to bring you a refresher on what the tournament is like and the teams that have had the most success at the World Cup. Buckle up, because we are bringing you everything about the FIFA World Cup. The World Cup has taken place every 4 years since its inaugural tournament that took place in 1930. The only times it wasn't held was 1942 and 1946, due to the Second World War. The current champions are France, who lifted the World Cup in Russia in 2018. That was France's second World Cup victory in their history. A qualification round takes place to select the final 32 teams for the World Cup. Before 2006, it was 31, because the host nation automatically qualified and did not have to play the qualifiers, a rule established since the 1938 World Cup. To qualify for the World Cup finals, the host team must play the qualifiers. These qualifiers are held within 6 FIFA continental zones: Asia, Africa, North Central America and the Caribbean, South America, Europe, and Oceania, overseen by their respective confederations. For each tournament, FIFA beforehand decides the number of places awarded to each continental zone. This is based on the strength of the teams who are a part of the confederation. The qualification games begin 3 years before the tournament, since club football is regular throughout the year. Hence, players return to their respective countries when club football is paused to participate in the qualifiers. Usually 1 or 2 places are awarded to winners of the intercontinental playoffs. Fourth-place team from the Asian zone entered The current final tournament has been applied since 1998, where 32 teams are a part of the final tournament where they compete over the course of a month in the host country. The first stage is the group stage, followed by the knockout stage. In the group stage, the 32 teams are divided into 8 groups of 4. Each team plays the team in the group, and the top 2 teams with the highest points from each group advance to the knockout stage. Points are awarded to each team for a win, 3 points, and a draw, 1 point, whereas no point is given on a loss. This now leaves 16 teams in the knockout stages. Since 1998, constraints have been applied to the draw to ensure that no group contains more than 2 European teams or more than 1 team from any other confederation. Teams compete against one another in one-off matches during the knockout stage of a single elimination tournament. If necessary, overtime and penalty shootouts are utilized to determine the winner. The round of 16, or the second round, is when the top 2 finishers from each group compete against one another. The quarterfinals, semifinals, third-place match, in which the losing semifinal losers compete, and final follow. FIFA accepted the 48-team World Cup to accommodate more teams on January 10th, which will be implemented by 2026. It will consist of 16 groups of 3 countries, with 2 teams qualifying from each group to form a round of 32 knockout stages. Finally, a game is played for third place between the losing semifinalists. The most successful team in World Cup history is Brazil, who has managed to win the trophy 5 times: 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002, followed by Germany, 1954, 1974, 1990, and 2014. Then Italy, with wins in 1934, 1938, 1982, and 2006, both of who have won it 4 times each. Then there were 2 World Cups, each won by Argentina in 1978 and 1986, France in 1998 and 2018, and Uruguay in 1930 and 1950. The only 2 nations that have won the World Cup only once are England in 1966 and Spain in 2010. 9 times a nation from the CONMEBOL, South American Confederation, has won the World Cup, whereas 12 times a team from the UEFA, European Confederation, has won it. The top goal scorer in World Cup history is Miroslav Klose, who has scored 16 goals across 4 World Cups, followed by Ronaldo Nazario, who has 15 in 3 World Cups. The silver ball and the bronze ball are given to the players who place second and third in the voting, respectively. The golden ball is given to the best player as decided by a vote of media members, first given out in 1982. The Golden Boot, also known as the Golden Shoe, is given to the player with the most goals. It was first given out in 1982, but tournaments dating back to 1930 were also eligible. More recently, the Silver Boot and the Bronze Boot have been given to the second and third place finishers. The FIFA Technical Study Group selected the finest goalkeeper, the Golden Glove Award, formerly the Yashin Award, first awarded in 1994. The FIFA Technical Study Group also selects the Best Young Player Award winner, given to the top player under the age of 21 at the start of the current calendar year, first awarded in 2006. The FIFA Fair Play Trophy is awarded to the team with the best track record of fair play, as determined by the FIFA Fair Play Committee's scoring system and other factors, first awarded in 1978. The World Cup's most entertaining team is given to the team that has amused fans the most, as judged by a public poll, first given out in 1994. With the 2022 FIFA World Cup looming over us, it will be the 22nd edition of the competition, and it hopes to be the biggest one ever. Let us see which country will reign supreme this year in Qatar.